This is some brief graphic design tips that will be useful for this upcoming project and future projects. So we usually use Pixlr, which is an online free version of Photoshop. So we'll click on pixlr.com, web apps, and we're going to use Pixlr Editor. So if you scroll down and do launch web app. Now Pixlr Editor, and you can either open an image that you've saved to your computer or open from a URL. And in this case, I'm going to look for an image of the Temple Mount using Google image search here. Okay. Let's say I'm going to use this one here. Now let's say if I found this image here, this is 600 by 300 resolution over here. If I want to see if there's a higher resolution version, I can click search by image. And there isn't, so I can go back and click view image, and I'm going to take this image URL. So either I can download this image, double click and save as, or I can copy this web link, and then I'll go to Pixlr here, open image by URL, paste it in and open my image. So the main skill I need to know right now is how to create transparent backgrounds so that I can do layers. So here in my layers tab right here, there's only one layer and it's locked. So my first task is I'm going to unlock it by double clicking on it so the lock goes away. Then I'm going to go down to then create a new layer. That checkers in the background, that's a transparent layer, so I'm going to drag that transparent layer to the back. And then I'm going to go back to my layer. So now I have a visible layer behind it. I'm going to go back to my photo layer and go over here to the toolbar, and there's this tool here, magic wand. Click this magic wand, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the color of the sky because I'm trying to remove the background of my sky to make it transparent. So to do this, right here, there's a tolerance setting to how picky I want the color selection to be. Let's try 21 to see how it picks up. So if that's not picky enough, I'm going to do 48. Just kind of experimenting right now. And then if I want to kind of clean up there, I can click Shift, select a little more. Oh, that was selecting too much. Control Z. Oh, let's get rid of this. That's this. So I'm going to now click Edit, Cut. So that I got rid of that background. Now if I want to go in and clean up the rest, I'll drop the tolerance back to 20. And I'll just go in. Or I can use the eraser and try to just go in and erase the rest. Now, let's say I'm trying to erase. I'm going to click over to another layer. Let's say I'm trying to erase, and it's like, why is it not erasing? The number one mistake people make in Photoshop when a tool is not working is they're often on the wrong layer. So I click here, I just go back to this layer here. Or another reason why something might not be working is I might have selected a little corner, and I'm trying to erase outside the corner. It's like, why is it not working? Because I need to either deselect all. Few extra tips. Let's say I want to add another image to this graphic. So I open image URL, paste in the graphic, and then I'll select all, Control C, Control V, paste it. Now you see that's added as an extra layer. Then I click Edit, Transform, and then I can drag it to shrink. I can move into place. So again, that was Edit, Transform, and then once I like the size of it, I have to apply changes. Okay, and let's say I want to get rid of the white background on this one, so I go back to the magic wand, highlight, delete, highlight, delete, highlight, delete. And let's say I want to do filters, so I'm going to go over to the layer I want to apply a filter or special effects. I'm going to click over to layer 0, the main graphic, and it could be under adjustment, and maybe I want to make it look like an old photo. If I don't like it, undo, or maybe it's like some funky filter like creating a special design like that. So then last, I'm going to save this and click File, Save. And I have to save this as a PNG. PNG is the only format that will keep the transparency, that checkered background in the back.